we are going to look at data manipulation. So let's go ahead and see what it is. In our previous video, we discussed software consists of two main areas. One is the instruction, the other one is the data. Okay, so we know that. This is again, I'm repeating it. I have repeated this so many times. Software is a combination of instructions and data. Okay, and also we looked at in our previous video that data is stored in main memory. How we have already looked at how data is stored in main memory for the purpose of programming in our previous session. And also in some earlier sessions, we looked at how these data is stored physically in the form of ones and zeros in the memory. And we have looked at how it is stored for the purpose of programming as well. So two different ways of viewing the data we have already seen, right? For the purpose of programming, what we did was we looked at the data as constants and variables. If you are not sure, just refer to your previous session. In that we have done this. Okay. So in this video, we will see how these constants and variables can be manipulated for the purpose of programming. So when you do programming, how you are going to manipulate these things. Okay. For manipulation purpose, we have first one, we have arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators you already know, and you know numeric data can be manipulated using arithmetic operators, okay, like plus, minus, multiplication, division, and exponentiation, that is to the power. And also remember, for multiplication we use star, not x, because if you use x in the keyboard, you might get confused with the letter x. So for that purpose, the computers use generally the star symbol for multiplication instead of x. Okay, so remember that. That's one important thing to remember. The other is for division, rather than using that usual dash and a two dot up and down, in the computers you will find slash being used as a division operator. Okay, and this is power to the power. So let's go ahead and see how these arithmetic operations work. Now if you look at this, we have 2, which is a numeric constant. 3 is a numeric constant. So we are manipulating those two, or using that we work out something using the arithmetic operator plus. Now here again 25 and 4, two numeric constants. We are using minus to manipulate that. Here we are using 3 and 6, two numeric constant. We are manipulating using the multiplication symbol. 14 and 77, we are using division manipulation, using division, and we are manipulating this data. 5 to the power 3, you are manipulating using the exponent of to the power symbol to manipulate this. Okay, so let's see the results. If you say 2 plus 3, that is numeric constant 2 plus numeric constant 3, adding. When you add, the result is 5. Okay, so you manipulate these two data to arrive at this. Just look at it in that sense. Okay, 25 minus 4, 21. 3 into 6, 18. 4 divided, so 14 divided by 7, 2. 5 to the power 3 is 5 into 5 into 5, right? 5 into 5 is 25. 25 into 5 is 125. So we can use arithmetic operator and manipulate numeric data to arrive at some results like this, arithmetic results. Okay. What if we use multiple arithmetic operators? So let's see some examples. We have two examples. Not exactly two examples, same example. One example has, both examples are 10 plus 15 divided by 5. Okay, same thing. But what I want to show you here is, if you have two expressions like this, I can do the 10 plus 15 first, get the result and divide by 5, or I can do 15 divided by 5 and then add it to 10. Let's see how these two results can vary. If we do this first, what's going to happen? If we do this first, what's going to happen? We will see. If we do this first, 10 plus 15 will be 25, then divided by 5. If we do this first, it will be 10 plus 15 divided by 5 is 3. So the result of these two are different. From if you do the solving this method, you're going to get the result 5. If you solve the equation this way, you're going to get result 13. Now this is a problem. This can't be, this is a bit confusing. Okay, are we going to get 5 or are we going to 13? We have to know this. Otherwise, we can't use the computer to give an expression and expect a proper result. We don't know how it will solve. So we need to understand how the computers will solve this first before we understand whether it is 5 or 13. Okay, so for that purpose, the computer uses something called order of evaluation. So let's see, this order of evaluation comes using a concept called BODMAS, or sometimes it's also called PEDMAS. Doesn't matter what the name means. Basically, what it's trying to say is you have to first evaluate brackets because that is number one priority one. Okay, then you evaluate to the power or the exponent order. That's called order. That is second priority level. So BO. That's the BO from here. Third priority level is division or multiplication. They are at the same level, third priority level. Okay, division D, multiplication M. So BODM. Then we have addition or subtraction for addition A and S. So BODMAS. That's how you find this. And the priorities go like this. So highest priority goes to the bracket. Next level goes to the power exponent, and third level goes to division or multiplication. Fourth level is addition or subtraction. So the correct way of solving our previous example, that is method 2. That is, if we have this, what do we do first? We have to do we do the plus? No, plus is fourth priority. Before the plus, you have the division having priority 3. So in this case, you can't do 10 plus 15 first. You have to do 15 divided by 5. Sorry. Why? Because that is division. Division has more priority than addition. From this chart we can see. So you do this first, arrive at 3 and then 10, and you do this after that and you arrive at 13. So this is the correct way the computer will solve. So we have to understand that. So what if we want, the addition done first? Because some calculations we require that. No, we want to tell the computer, don't do it like this. Add the 10 and 15 first and then divide by 5. If you want to do that, then since the bracket has the highest priority, you can use the brackets. So when you use the bracket, now here there is no bracket, so it will do this first. Now here we are saying, okay, first do this and then this. Why this? Because that's the highest priority. So you can always override the normal way of calculation by using brackets. So wherever you are not sure, make sure you use the bracket and tell the system, okay, this has to be done first. Okay, so in this case, we are telling do the 10 plus 15 first and then divide by 5. So if you do like this, then the result will be to do this first, come up with 25, 10 plus 15 is 25, and divide by 5, and the result will be 5. See, if you go like this, it will be 13. If you go like this, it will be 5. Now in this case, both are correct. Why? Because here we have no brackets, so it will do the division first and then addition. Here we have brackets, so it will do the addition first and then only do the division. Why? Because the bracket has the highest priority. Okay, so whenever you want to override, this is the way to do it. Right? Then what happens if we have operators, arithmetic operators of the same priority level in the same line? For example, we have 250 divided by 25 divided by 5. So do we do 25 divided by 5 first, or do we do 250 divided by 25 first? Do we do this division first or this division? Because division anyways is the same priority. Now, even if it is a multiplication, we have the same issue. If you have multiplication here, do we do the multiplication first or division first? We can't decide that because both division and multiplication are same priority, priority number 3. So which one do we do? So in case you have the same priority levels in a expression listed, you always do left to right method. Okay, when solve the equation left to right. So in this case, left to right means first you have to do the 250 divided by 25, and then only you do the that result of that divided by 5. So the answer will be 2. What if you want 25 divided by 5 done first and then divide the 250 250 by that result. If you want to do, you want to tell the computer do this first instead of going through the normal way, going through left to right. Then you have to, as you know, you can use the brackets and override. For example, like this, 250 divided by, you put 25 divided by 4 in the bracket. So since bracket has the highest priority, this will be done first. So the answer will be 250 divided by 5, and which will be, see, two different answers. Remember, if you use the bracket like this, you're going to get 50. If you don't use the bracket, you just leave it like that, you're going to get the answer as 2. Okay, so in this case both are okay. 2 is okay, 50 is okay, because here we have used the bracket, so it will calculate this way. Here we haven't used the bracket, so it will calculate this way. Okay, just remember that.